All right, in this chat, I'm going to go over creating an Excel document. We do not expect you to build your own Excel document from scratch. Brittany has a document of responses that we have predetermined that help move a chat along because we have a lot of the same conversations all throughout the day. The one that you'll receive with your new hire packet will be a lot more organized than my personal Excel document. As you can see, and we saw it in the basic training video, it's a little jumbled up. And to be perfectly honest with you, this was a lot more organized when I first decided to create this Excel document for myself. But as my chatting style evolved and as I found more useful ways to say something, I added it to it. And it's kind of become jumbled like this. But because I use it all during my workday every day, I know where everything is, so I just haven't organized it for myself. So you will not receive something this complicated, and I guarantee you will probably also eventually have yours looking like this too, but you're just going to know where everything is. So don't feel like you need to know the navigation of my own personal Excel document. This is just how I work. It's kind of cluttered. I'll tell you what these responses mean when I use them and all that. Okay. What I've gone ahead and done is I've actually started a chat with myself. I chat under the name Michaela because we find that if the visitors think they're speaking with a female, they tend to be nicer than when I used to chat under my real name, Mike. For whatever reason, it's a subconscious thing. They are nicer to females than they are to males. And typically, I'd say most of our visitors that we speak with are female. So it helps them a little bit more at ease and without a man talking down to them or whatnot like that. It's a weird psychology thing, but I found that my conversions increased once I switched to a female's name over a male name, and my chatting style didn't change. The only thing that did change was my name. I digress. This is not about gender identity right now. Okay, so I started a chat with myself. Let's backtrack a little bit here to the four most asked questions. We know that cost and length is going to be potentially asked. We know that the start dates might potentially get asked. We know that they're going to want to know the schedule, and they're going to know the requirements for the program they're interested in. We're going to do an example chat after this video, so I'm just going to kind of go over some of the canned responses that I use personally and that you can create on your own. Word it yourself. So let's just say, hypothetically, Bill, this fictional person I invented, wants to know the cost of the program. Okay, so we got this here. Bill wants to know what's the cost of the medical assistant program. I have a canned response for that. What I recommend when you begin, until you really learn how to navigate the websites, go with more generic type answers. And this is going to be the generic type of answer that I'm going to go over with. And let's also go back to the general flow. We need to address the needs. We know that Bill wants to know the cost of the medical assistant program. Okay, we already know that he wants the medical assistant program. But what's something else we need to know? We need to know which location he wants to attend. Okay, but we have to address his question first. So I have a canned response for that. Great question. There are several factors that can play into the cost of your education. An admissions representative will gladly go over that information with you. May I ask what campus you're looking to attend? Bill, at this point, knows that I have read his question. I have done active listening to his situation. And I've informed him how he's going to be able to obtain that information. I'm also finding out what location he wants to attend. This is a wonderful generic response you can use, and you can tweak it to your own voice, your own style on how you want to create a general question like this for yourself that addresses but also moves the conversation along. Now let's say hypothetically Bill said, instead of saying what's just the cost, what if he says, what's the cost and length of the medical assistant? Well, we can still answer that with the same response. We just got to do one little edit to it. There are several factors that can play into the cost and length of your education. All we do is one simple edit, and we still addressed both of his concerns. Okay? Then, I have other responses like, so then let's say Bill says, Orlando, Florida. All right, remember, I have to move this conversation along. I still need to know what his educational background is. So, I have a response for that. I can just do a little edit here. I can just say, excellent. We require students to have a high school diploma or GED to attend. What is your current highest level of education? So you're going to find that a lot of your Excel document is going to have those responses. Let's say Bill wants to know the start date. Well, we have several start dates throughout the year with open enrollment all year long. There are limited seats per start. As you progress through your application process, your admissions representative will let you know available start dates for you to choose from. If Bill wanted to know that start date, we've addressed his concern, right? Okay. And then let's not forget here that we learned in basic training, this first box is visitor info. The second box that looks like a bunch of little books is our predefined content. Okay, so let's take a look at Orlando here. Okay, so it has the address, the phone number, our appointment hours. They haven't given us our March Saturday appointment hours. They do one Saturday a month. And then the programs available at that location. So let's say we went ahead and we scheduled Bill for tomorrow, which would be Thursday, March 12th at 4 p.m. Here's how we would wrap that up. Let's say, okay, I'll schedule that for you. Then I can erase that so that Bill has the address. Then I say, when you arrive, I think I said 3 p.m. We'll say 3 p.m. When you arrive tomorrow, March 12th at 3 p.m., let the receptionist know you scheduled your visit via live chat, and they will assist you from there. To create a reminder for yourself, you can use the plus sign at the bottom of this chat box. There you can be prompted to send this chat transcript to yourself. Okay, and on Bill's end, see that little plus mark right there? Email transcript. So now we can even see that Bill has emailed this transcript to himself. Okay? So, I'm not going to go into all what my canned responses are, okay? But I would recommend you start off typing out what you need to say. Once you have developed your own voice and or have used the document Brittany has sent you, you can start to build your own Excel document in the order that you like to have it in. For the most part, my Excel document works in the general flow of how our chats run, and I just know exactly where everything is. Okay, that is using your Excel document to make the chat go by faster, so you're not typing all the time. Yes, you have to make minor little edits, but it gets a lot of it out of the way for you. All right, hope you enjoyed.